to the body.
Now you see a little bit.
Oh, a low blow. Perhaps a low blow. Well, Oquendo certainly feels it is.
Over there. Go over there.
Jay Nady sends him to the neutral corner. He'll have 5 minutes.
Low.
And now he gets down to his knees. And the fans think he's faking. But I don't know about that.
No, but you know what? It was a combination of he pulled Etienne's head down, Oquendo did, and the hook went south.
Now he seems a little bit better. He's trying to recover as his trunks nearly fell off. Well, the rule once again.
No coaching.
He has 5 minutes to recover. If he needs that much time, if he doesn't recover, he automatically loses. Which once again I thought is a strange rule.
I think the rest right here is going to help Etienne more than it does Oquendo.
They're trying to tape the trunks up because they're loose. They're slipping down.
You ready?
Roughly halfway through round 6, the clock has been stopped. And here we go. He comes racing out on the Rhino.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about who helped the rest up most.
Well, it seemed to rejuvenate Oquendo. Oquendo again blocking those punches and then whipping the jab. Right uppercut missing by Oquendo. Oquendo the more active, setting the pace. A right hand by Oquendo that gets in. A little snappy right uppercut.
See, sheer aggression without some skill behind it is not necessarily worthless, but does not necessarily make you a good fighter or a championship caliber fighter. Etienne here is showing very wild movement, some sloppy punches, terrible defense, even when he's coming in.
No elbow.
Oquendo with a little bit of a forearm elbow. Oquendo is making Etienne look silly here, making him look like an amateur. He's dancing all around him. He's scoring with jabs, uppercuts. He keeps looking over to the right. Do you notice that?
I thought he was looking at us. Maybe he can hear us.
Well, he's not going to learn much from me, maybe from you. And again, he stuffs the jab. Oquendo with a slapping left. Everything's getting through.
You notice that when Etienne misses, he misses wildly, and he turns his body around because he commits so much to the punch, and he doesn't turn back too quickly, leaves himself wide open.
And then does a nice job defensively, Oquendo, of eluding the punches. Right uppercut to the chin by Oquendo. Oquendo with all kinds of confidence.
We took control of this fight. Take it easy now. We got control of this fight now. And we're going to win. Boxing is your business, man. That jab is doing great. Don't worry, this victory is yours, man.
Watch this now. As Oquendo's standing here, Etienne's going to come in. His head's going to be somewhere around here, and Oquendo's going to take it and pull it, and his left hook comes way under here short because he winds up being bent all the way over. And it's one of those things where, watch him pull. He pushed the head down, and it helps to bring his shoulder down, and the punch winds up south. And it didn't look that solid. Take a break.
Don't grab his head.
After a 1-minute break to recover from the low blow, Oquendo looked the fresher of the two, and I think won that round.
I agree with you, Steve. I gave him that round. I have it 4-2, but the scoring in points is still huge. There aren't enough rounds left to win every round by 1 point for Etienne. He's past the point of no return to a degree.
Again, a purposeful Clifford. Etienne comes barreling through, wants to end it right here, saying enough is enough. A low blow with the left hand, and Oquendo complains. Jay Nady not doing anything about it, and the rage continues. A left hook off the top of Oquendo's head. Oquendo, though, standing up to it.
We heard Oquendo a little bit, but I don't know that Etienne has the energy, as much as he's still charging forward, has the energy to execute properly and continue these good combinations.
The fans trying to urge on Etienne by chanting in unison, Rhino. Right hand by the Rhino that got in, but Oquendo showing a pretty good chin. And now, I'll tell you, Etienne may have punched himself out.
He may have punched himself out, but right now, Oquendo doesn't look that much better aware.
And Etienne just walked into a right hand by Oquendo.
And that right hand looked more flush than the other ones that dropped him.
And this time Etienne remains standing. Halfway through the 7th. Etienne backing Oquendo up. This is where Etienne wants Oquendo against the ropes and powers to the body. And Oquendo runs away from him and turns aside to him.
Oquendo just leaning out of the way, not really offering up any smart defense and then holding on. Look, just backing up. Got his hand caught in the ropes.
This is where conditioning will really pay off. Etienne supposedly in great condition. We'll see if he's got enough to come back from 5 knockdowns. Etienne just chasing Oquendo from side to side. A right uppercut followed by a left hook by Oquendo. Etienne's so tired he's got his hands down. A left hook by Etienne.
Etienne's exhausted. Oquendo's exhausted. But with the point build-up, I don't know that Etienne has enough left to stop Oquendo, and that's what he's going to need to do because the points are just too much.
Etienne just stumbling around, almost went down on his own. Right hand off the top of Etienne's head. I think Etienne needs a knockout here to win this fight. And right now, you wonder if he's got it in him. Oh, big right hand by Oquendo, and Etienne's down for the 6th time.
That was the most solid of the right hand, Steve. That one landed
6,
well.
7.
And right in the dead center of the ring.
You okay? Hey, come to me. You all right? All right.
Etienne is exhausted as the bell sounds.
Sit down. Are you all right? That's right. Then don't use them and move the upper body. I don't give a damn. You understand? I don't care if your arms are hurting. Work him.
Cliff, how you doing?
All right.
All right. How you find a big man?
You can walk. Just walk.
You okay? Good. You sure you're okay? All right.
All right, baby.
This is probably the best right hand that Oquendo has thrown as far as landing. It was solid, right on the same exact spot. It's almost like an instant replay of the first knockdown over and over again, but this one even cleaner.
Clifford Etienne telling Don Turner, my legs are gone. Turner replied, I don't care, then use your body. The more lightly regarded fighter, Fres Oquendo, with 6 knockdowns through the first 7. One of these 2 fighters will suffer the first loss of his career. They're each 19-0.
You know, and I will tell you, I watched the Klebe fight start to finish, and I thought Klebe hit him much cleaner than Oquendo has shown us today, yet he did not drop him at will as we're watching.
Okay? Your head okay? Box.
Etienne on very, very weak legs.
Don't grab.
He doesn't have much left. This is sheer will by Etienne and hard. A hard left hook by Etienne got in.
Best punch he's landed in a couple of rounds, but once again, it's one and done.
That would have been low. That would have been low.
Oquendo stuffing the jab.
Now you notice who's backing up?
Yep.
Etienne. Pure sign of exhaustion.
He has nothing left. And he's eating a lot of jabs, Etienne. Etienne really sucking wind. Every time Oquendo has knocked Etienne down, it's been a right off the top of the head like that. And down he goes for the 7th time. And I'm not sure he can continue after this.
4, 5.
I don't think he wants
6,
to get up now.
7, 8. Fight's over.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
An upset. Unrated Fres Oquendo showing the emotion. Can't fight back the tears as he surprises number 4 WBC heavyweight contender Clifford Etienne.
You know, Steve, I never used to understand when people cried when they were happy. So one of my first world title, and yeah, I did. I cried.
You can relate.
Finally, I can relate.
And look at this show of emotion and drama.
Well, he said that no one gave him any credit coming in here. He was a big underdog. Everybody was looking past him. And lo and behold, he proved a lot of the critics dead wrong. And I didn't think he was going to win this fight myself.
A 6-1 underdog. His wife Stacy there, and a lot of relatives in attendance. His father, his brothers, his sister, and they're all able to celebrate. And now a great show of sportsmanship here as Fred Oquendo not only hugs Etienne, but trainer J.C. Davis. Here's Hector Camacho Jr., fellow Puerto Rican. Quite an upset here in Las Vegas tonight as Oquendo derails heavyweight prospect Clifford, the Black Rhino, Etienne, who came in rated number 4 by the WBC, number 7 by the WBO. But tonight's result